Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Ascot Racecourse here on Saturday. It is November the 23rd, 2019. I'm going to look at the stakes races on the program from Ascot, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for racecourses around the world, and remember to go check out my Japan Cup preview video. It looks like it's going to be an excellent race from Tokyo Racecourse, but let's get to the stakes action from Ascot. We'll be looking at races 4 and 5, the 205 and the 240. The 205, the race that's going to stop the nation, it seems. The fourth race, the 205, it's the Grade 2 the Christy 1965 Chase. It's Grade 2 event for Class 1 horses going for a purse of $89,500, race for 4-year-olds and upwards. We have 3 horses, but 3 decent horses going the distance of ground of 4,200 meters or 2 miles and 5/8 over the chase course. It's the big matchup between Altior and Cry Name. Which one am I going to go for? I'm going to go for Altior, the one horse. I think with the added distance, he's just going to get a lot better. I'm going to go 1-3 in the forecast exacta. I'm going to try and beat Cry Name here for the exacta, so let's try and do that. So 1-3 for me. Top selection, one horse, Altior, 9-year-old gelded by High Chaparral, who's best to be remembered by winning the Breeders' Cup Turf in 2002, and then dead heating in 2003 at Santanito Oak Tree with Johar. That was the 17-minute dead heat delay they had, but Nico de Boinville's on this one for Nicky Henderson. The horse hasn't been seen since the 27th of April. I came at Sandown a mile 15-16, so just under the 2-mile trip of the Grade 1 Celebration Chase. He won by 2.5 lengths at 17 cents to the dollar. He won. It wasn't as impressive as he won races before that, but he got the job done. That was a very good run. Before that, 36 cents to the dollar at Cheltenham, 13th of March, 2 miles in the Grade 1 Queen Mother Champion Chase. The horse won by 1 3/4 lengths again. He jumped well, and he just ran a terrific race there. And then before that, here at Ascot in the Clarence House Chase, yielding ground 2 miles 1/8. He won by 7 that day, and he just won very easily. That was a very good run. Again, he only had 2 other rivals, but he got the job done. And then the Desert Orchid Chase at Kempton, probably the best race of last season for him. Going the 2-mile trip, he won by 19 that day, and again could have won around another 5 times. That was a very good run. And then won the Tingle Creek last year very nicely by 4 lengths. Looked like Undasell was gonna fight back, but this horse, he really had a good turn of foot, and he won quite nicely. Like I said, I like him to the longer trip here today, and I just think he's the better of the two. I think he has a lot more class than Cry Name here. Cry Name has won over the trip, but like I said, I think Altior, with the class with him, he's just going to go farther and farther. I think he's going to get better. 3-5, let's take him. Like I said, I took Salmon Gray for second here. He's coming out of some decent races over the summer at Utaxter or in the spring at Utaxter, and I think he's a wise guy horse here, so probably not going to win, but he could get a second here, so let's use him in the exact or forecast. But to recap my selection for the 205, the 4th race from Ascot, it's Grade 2 Christy 1965 Chase. Let's take the one horse Altior. We'll go 1-3 in the forecast exacta. Race number 5, the 240 from Ascot's the Grade 2 Coral Hurdle. Grade 2 event for Class 1 horses going for a purse of $128,000, race for 4-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 6 horses going 3,800 meters or 2 miles and 3/8 over the hurdle course. The top selection, I'm going to take the 4 horse Call Me Lord. I'm going to go 4-1-6 in the tricast trifecta. 4-1-6 tricast trifecta. Top selection, 4 horse Call Me Lord. 6-year-old gelded by Stickley here. Nico de Boinville's on this one for Nicky Henderson, so let's give it a Henderson Boinville double here. But the horse is most recent. Now came 9th of March at Sandown, 2 miles on the hurdle, soft ground in the Grade 3 Imperial Cup Handicap Hurdle, and the horse finished third by 5.5 lengths at 3-1 that day. He just needed that extra turn of foot. He jumped okay, but he needed to get going. The race before, they ran him at too long of a trip, and then that race at Sandown, they ran him too short of a trip. I think we're in the middle here, near the 2.5 miles, which I think is this perfect wheelhouse. Off the break, I think they're finally getting back to the right race and right run for him. Before that, here in the 22nd of December here at Ascot, soft ground, 3 miles in the Grade 1 JLT hurdle. I thought it was the wrong race for him. He tried the long trip that day, and he just didn't like it. He finished 7 by 19 lengths at 7-2. He just really never had a good run and kind of weakened out of it. Like I said, I think the distance got to him that day. Throw the race out, and then on April 28th at Sandown, 2 miles up 2018, keep in mind, 2 miles 11/16 in the Grade 2 select hurdle. He won by 16 lengths at 1-2. He had 5 other rivals, but they were 5 very good rivals. He just took off clear and won quite nicely. Second place finisher, Little Rockfell's a very good horse. I believe he's a Cheltenham Festival winner. And third place finisher, Holstone's a very good horse also. So, the format of that race is very good. He actually placed in the Imperial Cup at Sandown in 2018, nearly beating Mr. Antonellini, who had a low weight. This horse was carrying ginormous weight, but this horse ran a terrific weight with all the race with all the weight on his back. I like him here off the break, 8-5 crab price. So let's hit the TriCast to make some extra money with this one. So to recap my selection for the 240, the 5th race from Ascot's the Grade 2 Coral Hurdle. Let's take the 4 horse Call Me Lord. We'll go 4-1-6 in the TriCast trifecta. So to elect one, please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck.